And we see where our sensor sits inside the air plenum, or the exhaust plenum. Back. Another nice cold day here in the shop. This should be kind of a quick video, but something I wanted to call attention to. Since we've got the manifold off, now is the right time to drill and tap for a pyrometer or exhaust gas temperature EGT gauge. The unit that we are using actually comes from Banks, but it's a pretty typical sort of arrangement. What they need us to do is to install this sensor into the exhaust gas flow. This can be done in the manifold ahead of the turbocharger or in the exhaust behind the turbocharger. You'll get slightly different readings. Both are accurate, it's just a matter of where it's at. So to install this, what we actually have is this little fitting here at the end of the sensor. This fitting needs to be installed into our exhaust manifold. So that's a drill and tap situation. We hear about that a lot. In this case, because I have the manifold off of the truck, it's a much easier time to do it. Now the trick to this for us is the question of where in the manifold do we want to drill and tap. Because the way this manifold works is we have this partition between the front and back bank of cylinders. So what that means is that when we drill into the manifold, we're only going to be able to get gas from either the front or rear bank. I am going to choose to tap about right here on what will be the rear 3 cylinders. The reason for that is that because of the design of the engine, in general, the rear 3 are going to run a little bit warmer than the front. The cooling flows through the front of the engine and then the back of the engine, and so the rear cylinders will always be just a little bit warmer. So by going to the back, I'm getting the highest temperatures in kind of the worst case scenario of what we've got going on here. Our instructions from Banks tell us that they want to drill out to a 7/16 drill bit, and that's probably about right, followed by a 1/4 inch NPT tap. Now that's a very large hole to drill in a single step, so we're probably going to start with something smaller and work up to it. This can be done with a hand drill. This can be done with whatever set of tools you've got. I think this is stable enough. I think I can do this on my drill press, and that just makes this a little bit easier. So I am going to take advantage of that and do it on the drill press. But again, whatever tooling you have, and to drill it out, tap it, and that's kind of the level of excitement. Some people, again, will opt on this manifold to go to the front and get the front bank. And if you're really paranoid, you could do both, I suppose. And I understand that a lot of the aftermarket manifolds will have both a front and a rear tapped for you when they manufacture them. But anyway, we're going to drill and tap going in here. Now they do want to make sure when you put this in that it's a place where that sensor probe is going to land in the open space, not up against the side of anything, because you want to have that in the gas flow, not up against the side of the manifold. So just make sure that when you're picking your location, it's one that's going to be nice and open. Like so. And now with with the 7/16 bit. Okay, we can kind of see our hole down in the plenum there. I ended up a little bit closer to the divider than I would have really liked. Would have liked to have been a little bit more centered. However, it'll be fine. So now we just need to come back up on the top of it here and tap our 1/4 inch NPT hole. All right, now it's time to tap this. This is a 1/4 inch NPT. It's actually a 1/4 18 NPT tap. I've got several sets, but this one requires the large tap handle. Now the trick to this is just making sure you get it in there straight. And then once you start cutting threads, you're kind of committed. And the idea is cut a little bit, break the chip, come back, cut a little bit more, break the chip, come back. Continue to work your way through until you've tapped your hole. A little bit of cutting fluid is always a good idea on this, both to preserve the life of your tap as well as making the cut easier. Now, because this is a tapered tap, you don't want to run the tap all the way down, just to the point where you've got a couple of threads through the interior of the manifold. That's all that's necessary. Any more than that, you're just making the hole bigger. And I've got a couple of threads showing, I think. I'm just gonna go like one more turn and we'll call it good. Yep, we've got threads all the way through. Verify that our fitting threads in. Now, that's the same size fitting for those that have been following along that was used for the ARB air locker as well. So that goes in. This will sit down in the center of it. And we see, let me see if I can zoom you in there. And we see where our sensor sits inside the air plenum, or the exhaust plenum. All right, that's how you install the EGT sensor probe for these first gen Cummins motors. Just a quick note, people talk about doing this on the engine. or with the manifold installed on the engine. You see all the dirt shavings there? That's what came out just from the tapping process out of the center of the manifold. So if you don't do something to capture that, all of that's going to go through your turbocharger if you do that on the motor. This is, again, everybody's got their technique. I've seen some that I like better than others, but that's why it's always better to do this off the engine if you can. That way you avoid any possibility of that going through your turbo. As always, if you thought this was helpful, please do us a favor, like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for watching.